Hi everyone, today I am going to be doing this hairstyle, which is like I want to say this was the wedding hairstyle of 2021. I swear I saw everyone who had a wedding have this hairstyle, but it's so cute. It's so cute for weddings. It's so cute for holidays. You can wear it for date night, girls night. It is very versatile, and I have had this request to do this hairstyle for the longest, so I finally did it. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look, keep watching. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off with a clean center part. I like to use the center of my eyebrows to guide me to where I start my part, and then I use a rat tail comb to part my hair. Then I'm going to take a section on the crown of my head, and I'm going to add some volume in this section. I'm going to use the volume mousse from Hairitage. You guys can actually do this when your hair is damp. I just had dry hair, but I would actually do it when my hair is damp. And I put some volume, and I'm going to use the blow dryer and round brush to give me that lift. So I'm just going to lift up with that round brush. Don't worry about doing any twisties. We are just going to get that volume. So just use that heat and that brush to lift up at your roots. And then I'm going to set it with a pin and let it sit like that. Now I'm going to take Hairitage Hairspray. This is Wiggle Room Flexible Hairspray. I'm going to spray the brush. I'm also going to spray on the front section of my hair. And I'm going to use that brush to make that front section nice and sleek. And just keep making it nice and sleek until you get it to your preferred sleekness. And then my hair is actually long enough to tie in the back. For those who don't have hair long enough to do that, make sure you are using enough hairspray, even gel if you need to tame that front section, and then you guys can bobby pin it right in back of the ear. So now I'm going to go ahead and curl. I'm going to curl away from my face. Everything is going to go away from my face. So I'm going to take big sections because me personally, I want big bouncy curls. So since I want big bouncy curls, I'm going to take bigger sections, and I'm going to curl all the way through the ends because I want it to be more of a curl versus a wave. If you guys want it to be more of a soft wave, a beach wave, you guys don't need to curl the ends all the way. But I like to do it just because I like to have more of that curl. Now I'm going to pin it into place, and what this does, it has it cool in that form of a spiral, and then that'll make it more bouncy and last a lot longer. So I took another section, and I'm doing this part away from my face as well, because I'm going to do my whole hair. I'm going to curl my whole hair away from my face, and I'm going to go ahead and pin that section as well. And then now after I pin it, I'm going to go on to the other side and do the same exact thing. You guys can use whatever you're most comfortable with, whether that's a curling iron, flat iron, wand, whatever it is that you guys like to curl with. Just make sure you're curling away from your face, and just make sure that you are taking big sections if you want bigger curls. For this back section, I didn't even put it in pins because I get lazy. I mostly like to focus on the front sections. So up to you guys. If you guys want to do all that work and pin everything, please do that. You guys don't even need to pin it if you guys don't want to. If you guys have hair that lasts, you guys don't need to do that. But just because this personally gives me much more of a bounce, I love doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and pin that last section. And then once I'm done pinning my whole hair, I spray some hairspray and I let it sit for about, you guys can do 5 to 10 minutes or even longer. You guys can do your makeup, the longer the better. And also don't forget to curl that top section that we pinned at the very beginning when we did that blow dry, because that part wasn't curled. So I went and took that pin out, recurled it, and then I'm going to go ahead and pin it back up once I'm done curling. I curled those away from my face as well. And then once I finish pinning everything, I make sure to hairspray everything, let it sit, and then you are good to go to take them out once you let it sit for that 5 to 10 minute period. And then once I take them out, I am going to tease the back of my hair. You guys don't have to do this if you guys don't like volume. A lot of people like it more sleek and don't like that big bump at the back of your head. But I know for weddings, a lot of people like that volume. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So I take sections at the crown of my head, and I'm going to use a magic texturizing dust from Hairitage. I put it on my roots, and then I'm going to use a comb to tease. So I like to take my sections not too thick because then it'll fall flat. I like to take thinner sections, tease pretty high because I'm going to tame it a lot. So you want to make sure you have that volume to begin with. So I do like to tease a lot higher than I want it. And then also another important thing is to layer your tease. So you take a section and then you take a section right in back of it and tease as well. Then you tease them together, and you want to layer your tease lower and lower and lower until there's no more tease, just so it could have something to sit on. I'm also going to do the sides so I can have an even tease and make sure that my whole back section is even, because the last thing you want is a lopsided crown area. And then I get both sections, the side section and the center section, and tease them together so they have no gaps, because sometimes when you tease one side and not the other side, or you don't put them together, you can see the gap between each section. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Tease, make sure to layer the tease and make sure to connect the center to the side so it's an even back section. And then that's when I start taming it. So tame it as little or as much as you want. I like to tame that top layer to make sure no tease is showing, and then I just keep taming it. So as you can see, it's going much lower than what I started with. So I always like to tease more than I want it to be, and then I just tame it. And then I play with it, checking it out, see if I like the bump. Once you're happy with it, put some hairspray so it could stay in place. And now I'm going to go ahead and brush my curls. I like to add volume in my curls by back brushing my curls, and this just makes your hair look more full. As you can see here, I'm going to scoop up and back brush those curls, and that's just going to add a tease. And you can tame that outer layer tease, but you can see how much fuller it made my hair. And then I tame it. This is where you kind of look at the overall hairstyle and see what you need to fix. It never comes out perfect. You always can go back and recurl, reshape, tease more if you need to. So this is where I check everything out. I'm teasing a little bit more. And then in this side, I also see a part that I want to recurl. So that part in the very front right there, I need to recurl it. And I'm going to get my curling iron and recurl that section. And like I said, you guys can always go back, recurl whatever you need to, because once you brush it, things start falling. But it's also very important to prep your hair correctly, which I have, you can see here, yeah, much better. Yeah, so prep your hair correctly because it's going to save you in the long run. I like to open up my waves and spray some hairspray. And yeah, I am pretty happy with this overall look, checking it out from the back and all angles. And yeah. All right, guys, so this is the final look. I love this hairstyle. It's one of my favorite holiday hairstyles. I do this every year. Literally, if you look on my Instagram page, every year I have this type of hairstyle. Hope you guys are enjoying my videos. If you are, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, follow me on Instagram. I post so much more tips on there. You guys can find me here. And again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.